Hey everybody, welcome back to Drel Talks, and my name is Drel, and it's February 2nd, 2022, and it's my birthday. Glad to be back here talking to you guys. I've been on break for a long minute, but I'm back at it again. So let's jump back into it. Last year I started some videos, and the intent was to talk about certain things. So I'm going to start that again. I started 2 videos, both dealing with my 23andMe. I took the test. I got the results back in 2 to 3 weeks. It's been 2 to 3 weeks, so since that was last year. But I'm going to start back off where I left off at. And we're going to go over each one or what I found out and break it down and how I feel about it. I was pleased about everything I got. I was surprised on which one little area, but it wasn't a big deal to me at all. It's just, again, it's something that I assumed, I guess. So that being said, let's start off. Couldn't find out I have 88% sub-Saharan African. So that's interesting. And then also I have 10% Northwest European, and then the remaining 2% are just things that they find that have trace characteristics with. So focusing back on the sub-African part, 65% of that shows that I'm from Nigeria, or my heritage is from Nigeria. 19% of that shows that it is a concentration from the Congo and Southeast Africa, which is actually something that is surprising to me, or something that's pleasing to me, because of a movie I saw as a teenager, actually. So it kind of got me thinking about my heritage, and that movie was Shaka Zulu, the movie. It was interesting at that time. Beforehand, though, Roots was out, and I did see that, but I was a little bit younger. And then the main focus was the slavery part of it. But with Shaka, the movie Shaka did, it showed the African side of my heritage, or what my heritage could be. So it got me wondering where I actually came from in Africa. So that was pretty much, I say, the spark. That movie was the spark that got me more interested in finding out my heritage. So the Congo, Southeast Africa, is where the Zulu nation actually originated from. But again, most of my heritage actually shows up from Nigeria. But hey, that's all still fun. Facts about Nigeria: it has the most diverse culture of Nigerians in the region. Africans in the region. They have 1,300 species of butterflies. That's actually really cool. So that's the most species anywhere on the planet. So that's pretty cool. Now focusing on my European side, I got showing both. I show both heritage in British and Irish. So that's actually kind of funny, because if we know my history or my past, younger days, I was quite a drinker, so that explains it a lot. But then again, I was probably because I was in the military and overseas. So I don't know. Being Irish helped out. So guess what? March 14th, be Irish. All right. So that being said, again, the one thing that surprised me though was the fact that I thought I had more of a Native American heritage, just because there's some misconceptions of what I thought. But it was not. I'm not displeased about the information. I am where I am, and if you know me by now, I'm not afraid. I love who I am. I'm from a small city, called Gary, Indiana, and I always rep that city. from there, it made me who I am today, good or bad. And I learned a lot of things. So I never shy away from who I am as a person or where I come from. But again, why it surprised me because of my grandmother. Just the way she looked more like she had more of a Native American look to her in the younger days. Um, but we do know my grandmother was adopted, and then she came or she was at Canada. They came back down here, so I know a lot of people left the United States, went to Canada to just escape slavery or just escape what have you. So that's what we do know. Or just not actually she wasn't a slave back then. So just to escape this things that was going on in the black culture at that time. So just to get a better life for herself. Maybe her parents went up there. Don't know. I would love to find out. I do believe her maiden name was Cunningham. So I don't know if that was her adoptive parents' name or her original name. I do know that she married a man by Lane. And then she married, that was her first husband. Then she married the second husband, which was my grandfather, Walker. So, again, I don't remember her first husband's name. And I meant to ask my auntie before I started this video, but I would definitely find out. But hopefully with the case of this 23andMe, it would definitely lead me down the path of finding out some more information about that. I'd be glad to find out the Mr. Lane's side of the family. Because while I do know some of the Lanes, I just know a certain part or a certain aspect of the Lane side. So it would be great to know that. Walker's pretty much good with them. I know most of the Walkers, so we are always good. It's probably always some more out there, but again, with the name that, so that's going to be pretty interesting to find out. Again, why is this so important to me as a person? Again, watching the movie Shaka Zulu as a young teenager, beforehand, I only saw us in movies. And I saw us television shows from the American perspective. So I didn't see anything about Africans. So not that I remember. So once I saw that movie, it hit me, and I had a lot of friends who were later on in my life who were not African American or Africans or Black, what have you, that knew that they could trace their heritage. My Hispanic friends definitely trace some things back. My Europeans and most definitely trace some things back, as long as paperwork was there and had a proper what have you. It was able to trace some things back. We, as a people, African Americans, we were denied that type of heritage just because we was brought over here as slaves back in 1790, about the 1790s. So we didn't have that type of history. Our history started, for most parts, when we landed here, because the simple fact is we came from Africa, went to what have you, Cuba, Caribbeans. They came over to the States. Most times names would change because I think it's 1808 or early 1800s. It was actually banned for the slave trade was banned, but again we were still smuggling in and out. So therefore, again, we don't know our heritage. So it always led for me to be curious of who I was, as my heritage was. So I always wanted to know. The 23andMe helped me out, and I thank you again, Valerie, for giving me that gift, so I can figure out and start. I do know the 23andMe is not all inclusive. I want to do in the future, I want to do African ancestry. It's another similar test that, and I also want to do another test as well that in the hopes of trying to see which are they all on the same line, are they in sync, and it'd be interesting to see that, or because is it just random numbers? So I want to see. From what I've heard from my research, the African ancestry does do the most, have the most information about African ancestry and heritage. So I'm definitely curious to find that out, see where and what's that behind. But to be all honestly, it costs a little bit more money than I have for right now, or disposable income. That's where I'm looking for. I'm not willing to give up the disposable income to find that out at the moment. So life happens. So I'm going to happen. As you say, if you know me by now, I share a little bit too much, but I'm not afraid of that. That's me. And that's what the whole premise of me doing my Drel Talks. I'm going to talk about everything. In later episodes, I'm going to definitely talk about this month. It's going to be African American history. So definitely going to focus on that. Not so much on people, because we see a lot of things and we hear a lot of things, and nowadays we have advents of in the internet. I'm going to focus on other things here as far as the Black experience is concerned. I want to talk about some things here that's deep to me, or just curious behind. So that's pretty much it, folks. Again, I do appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, I'm back at it. I'm going to keep this up every Saturday. I decided to do this one here on Sunday just because it's my birthday. So that's why I decided to do it on my birthday. But I'm going to do it on every Saturday on a weekly basis. So definitely I want you guys to tune in if you like it. If you want to hear more, if you're just interested to see what I'm going to say next. Again, I'm not too much on the serious side, but I'm going to talk about some things here. And if you like it, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in another week or a couple of days. All right? So, God bless. Peace, love, and chicken grease. See you later.